Hello friend, today I am going to explain how you can apply for your reissuance of your Indian passport while you are residing in USA. So I will tell you the what are the steps you have to follow and how much amount it will cost, everything, some details like about adults, and for the minors a little bit applications are a little bit different, but yeah, still I will cover those things. So thank you very much while for listening me. So here, the contents are like a basic information, then document checklist. I will tell you about the adults and minors in different way, and the passport fee structure, doc shipping related info, and what are the processing times for getting your passport in USA. Okay, so these are the important links. It will be very helpful for you while you will apply for your passport reissuance. So there are three, I can say like it's two major websites like a VFS Global, and this is the third party, outsourced by the Indian government in USA, and the government of Indian website where you will apply for your passport. And the third one is the required documents. Again, it's part of VFS Global. So these are the links, and it is very helpful for you. Now you can see, so these are the general information. So validity, as you know, the Indian passports are usually valid for 10 years from the issue date for the normal guys. And replacement, renewal application process, it is only online only. So you have to submit your all the details in Indian government website, and then you have to take print out and then send the hard copy to the VFS Global, and then VFS Global will process on behalf of you for the next stage. And then fresh passports, you I think you cannot apply for the fresh passports while you are in the USA. It is only issued to the newborns or minors who had born in USA. Okay, so these are the steps you have to follow while you will apply for the passport. Right. So the first step, you have to go to this website like a embassy comment of Indian embassy website, and this is the link. And then you have to apply for passport, and then there's a one case number, or you can say reference number will generate, and using that reference number you have to again log in into the VFS Global using this link, and then you have to go for the next stage. Then stage 3, so while you will apply on both websites, then you have to take the printouts, and you have to, in step 4, you have to submit those application forms and as well as the documents. Some documents are mandatory, some are optional, whichever applicable to you. So I will tell you in detail. So here, so this is the first page, home page of the Indian government website. Here you can see, let's say if you are the first time user, so you have to make a register yourself like a user login, ID password. If you have already applied, then you can go like register login, and if you have already applied, then you can track your status, application status here, right, using those links. And as I told you, once you will fill the form in on Indian website government website, then you have to like go to this VFS Global website. Here, if you are a first time user, then you have to register yourself, and otherwise you can log in directly. Here you can see the back to login, and then you have to do the all customary requirements whichever will be asked by the VFS Global, right. So, okay, so here, so once you will fill everything, then you have to send the documents to the VFS Global Center. So these are the following global centers across the USA, but you cannot send your documents to randomly any center, right? It is depends on the where you are residing or what is your communication address. So these are the like a jurisdiction, residential address according to the center, right. So let's say if you are staying in Florida, then you have to send your documents to the Atlanta center, VFS Global Center, right. Similarly for like Washington, you have to send Seattle and Bellevue Center. right? So here, as per your residing states, you can send your document to the respective centers, right? So here, so what are the documents you will be needed? So once you will apply, first like a government application online form. Okay, so once you will apply for your reissuance passport using the government website, then you will have to take printout of that form, and then you have to sign on the application form, right? And it is I will tell you the some remarks about these things, what you do and what you don't, right? Then two recent photographs of yourself, right? As you can see, there's some dimension and the what is the requirement, like white background. Then third point is the print original Indian passport, as well as the you have to take print out of the first and last pages where all your details will is there in your passport. So be careful, you have to send original passport as well as the previous passport, as well as the copies of those first and last page. And affidavit for change of appearance and signature. If your appearance has changed significantly from your previous passport photographs, then you have to fill this, you provide the affidavit. Then Annex E, it's like a declaration of the applicant on pen and paper. So I will show you what is the Annex E, and this is the mandatory documents you have to send. Right. Then notarized color copy of the valid visa status. So these are the acceptable visa status you have to submit. Then proof of address in the USA, as you can see is on the screen, right? So these are the valid documents like driver license, state issue ID, income tax return, etc., right? And the other supporting documents apart from that, supporting documents, let's say if you want to change your spouse name, then you can do that. So you have to do some submit some additional documents. Let's say if you have changed your name and you want to new name in your new passport, then you have to provide affidavit of name changes, right? Then Indian address proof, as you can see, like if somebody your parents name change, want to change your parents name, then you can also do that, as well as the birth certificate and school living certificates. These are the self-attested copies required, and Indian address like Aadhaar card, voter ID, ration card, these are the again self-attested copies required. Okay, so in important remarks for the preparing supporting documents. So when you will take print out your application form from the government website, then sign on page 1 inside the box which is described below your photographs, and on page 4, right? Then address instruction on the government form. So while you okay, this is the instruction while you will fill the form in government website. So please make sure to include both Indian address as well as the US address on the online application form, right? So then photographs, so you can see the guidelines. Then if you don't have a current original Indian passport, then you can provide additional document as a proof, like a birth certificate, Aadhaar card or voter card ID from India. Then affidavit for change of appearance and signature must be signed by the applicants once, right? Then Annex E must be signed by the applicant. So these are the links from where you can download your template, or you can simply directly download and fill the form. Like for example, Annex E, if you need Annex F, if you need affidavit. So everything is available on VFS Global website. That is the best part, right? So these are the links I just put on the screen. You can simply go to those URL, and then you can download as per your requirement. Right. So those things are document which was required for the reissuance of passport. But in case of, let's say, you have lost your current passport or your passport has damaged, then you have to submit all documents and with an additional Annex F. That is, we call it lost or damaged passport. So this is the link. You can go directly to this link and download this annex, fill this and sign on it and submit to the VFS Global, right? So let's say if in case of these are the for adults one. So now what are the documents required for the minors? So some additional document is required for minors, right? So as you can see, the one, two, three, they all are same. So here especially I'm focusing on 5 and extra E. So like if minor for under 5 year old, so they cannot sign, right? So use their left thumb impression on the Annexa E as well as the government application online form, right? Then Annexa D, this is the additional documents you have to provide in case of minor. So and here you can see the must be signed by the both parents and notarized, right? Then seventh number, you can see the valid status in USA for minor, then proof of address in USA, self-attested copy of both parents' first and last page of their valid Indian passport, notarized color copy of both parents' valid legal status, copy of the applicant's birth certificate is required, as well as the fee payment receipt, and you have to send to the courier, right? Then these are the supporting documents for the minor. Let's say Annex C. For example, as I told you in previous file, like the both parents need to sign, right, on documents. So let's say in case of single parents or guardian, then you have to follow this, information which are available on the screen. You can see, and if let's say one parent is deceased or divorced, then you have to provide death certificate or divorce letter, right? As in with the Annex C and Annex D. Right. And if let's say your parents minor's parent name has been changed, then you have to provide two supporting documents from India, like a passport, Aadhaar card, voter card, PAN card, right, etc. So you can see like for adults and minor, they need to submit a lot of documents, but in case of minor, some additional document is required, like especially Annex C or Annex D. Right. So again, I'm providing the links where you can get access of those annexure as well as the affidavit, and you can directly download from the website of VFS Global. Right. So now I come to the passport fee structure. So here these are the, you can see on the screen what are the, it varies with the how many pages you need on your passport, like 36 pages or 60 pages. So you can see the booklet fee, passport fee is like a 75, ICWF $2, and plus VFS fee like a $16. So you can see on the website, right? Also, in case of lost and damaged passport, then you have to pay more, right? You can see for the 10-year adults, 36 page, so you need to pay like a $167. So mode of payment, how you will pay. So online payment by card. Convenience, let's say if you are paying through the credit card, then you have to pay 3.5% extra, right? It's like a convenient fee. So if you are paying using the money order or bank or cashier check, then it's like you need to pay the exact amount which was reflected in the previous this one on this page, right? So and it is should be made in favor of VFS Service USA, right? Okay, so these are the guidelines. So once, okay, so till now what I told you, first step one, you have to first go to the Indian website, government website. There you have to register yourself. In case of you have already ID password, then you can log in and fill the form. Take the printout of the form, sign on it. Then along with those that mm, passport application form, attach the mm, supplementary documents which are the mandatory as well as the optional one which are applicable to you, and then print everything, and you have to send this document to the VFS Global for the further processing. So these are the, how you will do that. So courier service, select and pay for VFS courier service online. Okay, so I will recommend you to, go to the VFS website and pay to them directly. So they will send you the all labels, everything. You need to only take print out and then fill on, fill all documents as well as the application form in a envelope, affix your that printed label on it, and simply send to the through the UPS courier, right? So this is the best thing you can do, and other options are also available. You can read those things, right? Then incomplete documents. So if you have sent the incomplete documents, those there, if you are not able to not complete within 20 calendar days, they will notify you, right, through the email or phone, whatever it is, right? So if you are still not able to complete the form, then they will return all documents, after 20 days. And and Consular and ICWF fee they will refund, but they will not refund their VFS Global charge, right? Then document handling, photocopy received after 20 days will be shredded. Originals will be returned to the embassy or consulate. Let's say you have sent the documents and it took missed documents and it took more than 20 days to the VFS Global. Then as you can read the information, right? And original documents. Applicant must contact the embassy or consulate directly to the retrieve original documents. VFS Global is not liable to, return your original documents, especially the passport. So they will directly send your, previous passport to the embassy. In case I'm telling you, in case you haven't provided the enough documents for further processing, right? Then additional documents, right? So sometimes they need additional documents from you, and let's say you so that's why I will suggest, go to the checklist on my, you can see on my previous slide, and making sure that you have attached all the mandatory documents in case of adults as well as for minors, right? Then you not to worry about these things. Then after submission, successful submission to the VFS Global, so it will take another 72 hours. Then you can check the status directly on the VFS Global website, and what are the on which stage your application has. And so what will happen? So once they will send the your document application to the Indian embassy, from then that date it will take an additional 3 weeks. So in case of mine, so it took like around 6 weeks, because I had some concern on the, I had to send some additional document to the VFS Global, and it was delayed, from my part, right? So I will suggest, making sure that you have, submitted the all required documents, and yes, and you will get your, hopefully you will get your passport in 6 weeks maximum, I will tell you. So thank you. It may help you. And if you have any query or confusion, you can, simply put those things on comment, and hopefully I will reply. Thank you. Thank you very much.